Good morning. 7:57 a.m. I'm having some caffeine right now, trying to wake my body up because I'm actually quite sleepy. But yeah, today's I'm gonna head to the gym to do an active rest day. Basically, it's just cardio and abs, no form of other training. Let's do this. Whenever I'm cutting, I like to do this ab routine. It's my favorite. It's easy, it's fast, and at the same time, it's effective. So hit the thumbs up button. We're about to start the video. Let's go. Yo, man. Yo, this is our bong friend. What's up, Yijun? This guy's tall, man. They are going to be joining us for a quick ab session. Alright guys, we are in the studio room right now. We got Yijun right here. We got Connor, the beast. And we got Bong, of course, the alpha, top of the top, legendary beast. Actually, I wanted to do this video for a long time, is to show you guys some ab routine that I actually do. So because they're going to be having a studio training right here, we got to do this quite quick. So this is a circuit-based training. So what we do is we go one shot, don't rest. We just keep going after we finish one exercise. Prepare what you have. I got a medicine ball right here. These two have 5 kilos plate. The first exercise that we're going to be doing is actually a hands to toe. So we're going to be doing that for 20 reps. The moment we finish with 20 reps, we'll put our hands underneath right here. For beginners, you can put your hands underneath your buttock and bring your feet all the way down. So it's not, you're not focusing on the calf, you're focusing on the thighs, because the thighs are the one that carry most weight. So 20 reps. Now once you finish 20 reps, I'm grabbing the medicine ball. For beginners, you can put your feet on the floor. For someone who's more intermediate, you can put the ball, carry your leg up and twist. We're going to be doing that for 50 reps. Turn around and do a plank position. This is a way to tighten up your abs. Very simple, we're going to be doing this for 4 sets. So, you guys ready? Yeah. 1, 2, go. 1, 2, 3, 5, 19, 20. Alright, next. Let's go all the way down. 1, 2. Let's go together. 3, 18. Never bring your hips too low or too high. You know, keep it as straight as possible. Three, 2, 1. All right. Yo, heck yeah, bros. Nice. You should try to estimate to finish this in about 15 minutes. Just cause we were doing it and the cameraman didn't do it, he's doing 2 sets in 1. What's up, man? Hey, come on. Come on, bro. Go. Go all out, man. Alright, yo, we'll see you guys in a bit. Your boy here up. A comparison of last year. This is how I look at day 80. And this is how I look like day 80 this year. Can you guys see the difference? The major difference here is the body fat and the muscle mass. So I want to mention 2 mistakes before we continue. There's the internal mistake and then that is the external mistake. Your internal controls your external. Your external can control your internal, but if your internal is pretty strong, you probably would not be affected and you would be able to control your external. That's a principle that I believe because that's how I run my life. So I want to rewind the time a bit more. Last year I didn't even think about all the responsibility and all that, so it was a lot more easier. But this year, I am doing a cut for 120 days. And so the challenge this year was to be full on focus on still getting shredded. And after day 60 came in, I was just so driven to beat the body that I had last year. And this is probably the same biggest mistake that most people are actually doing when they're trying to hit fat loss. It is that you guys are not eating enough. You know, I'm going to take me as an example. The biggest fat loss mistake that I did so far in this prep was that from day 60 to day 84, I was eating way too little. I did not calculate the amount of calories that I needed to eat. It's supposed to be tailored to 6 times of training per week and 7 times of cardio, 45-minute incline walk. The reason to this failure was because I was really comparing myself with last year. Because I kept thinking that I wanted that same lifestyle. When you have created a new lifestyle where you have more people in your life and you have responsibilities, man, You can't copy the exact same concept. So that was my mistake. I did that. And you know what's really frustrating for me was that I know all this information. I already know that I needed to eat exactly to what my body needed, but I was just neglecting it because, and I'm talking in the sense that I had other people in my life that I had to take care of. And so for me, my stress got bigger, but it wasn't to say a stress that I couldn't handle. Fuck, it's ego, man. My ego got in the way because I did it before, you know, I got lean before. Here are some facts. Fact number 1, muscle takes more time to build. Fact number 2, muscle burns even faster when you are on an extreme deficit. Third one, your body will try to survive, and that's where it stores as much fat, water in order to keep your body to function. All these happen when your body isn't getting enough food and is not getting enough energy and is doing too much output. So let me give you an example. Imagine my TDEE is 2,500 calories and I am consuming 0 calories. My body will starve and it will depend on my internal, and that's why I tap into the muscles first, because muscle is easier to break down. It taps into my fat, my water, takes my nutrients away. All these things happen when I am not eating enough. I take full responsibility that I believe I was too egoistic to try and learn how to manage these things better, which is why I did this mistake. And this mistake has caused me to not see that being 186 centimeter tall, training 6 times per week, doing cardio 7 times per week, and just eating at 2,200 calories on my low days is way too little, and it's way too much for my body to handle. I get so tired mentally that it is so hard for me to talk, and it's so hard for me to pay attention at times. And I know this is not normal for fat loss, but it is normal for people who are at an extreme deficit. And so my body was signaling me a lot of times that, yo, you need more food, you need more energy. But I was in that mindset where I did this before, you know, when I was alone and I could do it. And number 2 is my hormones is all around the place. Like, I think I get a lot more upset easier, more sensitive in the sense that if anyone says the wrong thing or anything doesn't go the way I want, I do feel frustrated a lot more easier rather than try to respond. I react. Imagine if you are a really hungry person, you're starving, you're dying, you're pushing out as much energy, you know, you're trying to give but you're not taking enough. How will you respond? You most likely will only be able to react, and I'm always in that reactive mode. You know, as much as I am meditating and I am just making sure that I don't mix with negative people and all that shit, this past 23 days have been really tough for me and my relationships with people because I just don't have the tolerance for it. That is all resulting in eating way too little food and doing way too much output. So to break down the symptoms, I'm just gonna lay out there for you guys. Maybe you guys might be going through this problem. If you are feeling extremely tired all the time, it should not last you for more than a week, because some people, when they change it to a keto diet is when your body taps into ketones instead of sugar as energy, so that transition will make your body more fatigued, but that should not last you more than, I think, 3 to 4 days. If you are like tired every single day for a week, 2 weeks, it's most probably a signal that you are not doing something right. The second thing is that your body fat isn't dropping and you look the same. I personally feel like I lost body fat, but I definitely lost a lot more muscle mass. Lastly, if your body weight is not really dropping, it hits a strong plateau. The key is actually not to keep dropping calories. We do automatically because, shit, I'm not dropping weight, I need to go even lower calories. You're most probably putting your body in starvation mode, and it is a signal for you to catch. So yeah, that mistake just came in and bit me like a bitch. I'm gonna take full responsibility for that. You know, fitness to me is a journey. You know, real talk. I used to think that growth is just on my own. When you are with people and growing together with people, it is a totally different lifestyle. That kind of growth is so different than like internal growth. Like personally, I have always been doing things on my own. I've done my own transformation most of the time, always on my own. So this year was just a lot more different. It did catch me off guard. I'm glad I noticed it not at the end of 120 days of work, but at day 83. So it took me about 23 days to realize, because the thing about fat loss is that it can be really tricky. When you see that your body is getting smaller, doesn't necessarily mean that you are burning body fat. Again, during fat loss, it is normal for you to burn muscle, but our goal is to preserve as much muscles and burn more body fat. In this case, you are burning more muscle mass than body fat, so we don't want that. It could be really demotivating and frustrating, but at the end of the day, that is how we learn, and this is something that I'm learning, and it inspired me to make a video like this to show you guys. Glad that I realized and gonna make my changes. So if you guys find that video very helpful, smash the thumbs up button. If you guys are interested in my programs, Size for lean bulking and Rapid for fat loss, again, these 2 programs are designed for normal people who has jobs and they are not as extreme as I am. This is a full guidance where I teach you guys how to train, how to diet, and how to just use fitness as a tool to improve your lifestyle. You guys want to check it out? Link is down below. And of course, for Team Joint Apparel, they make really awesome quality clothing for gym and lifestyles. If you guys are interested to pick up anything, use my discount code ALEXCHEE to get extra discounts for the purchase. I hope it managed to help you guys. Trust me, I know what it feels like, and all I know is don't give up on your goals. Always strive to be the best version. And I'm gonna end the video here, so thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you guys in the next one. Peace out.